Getting to 3 stars in Animal Crossing New Horizons is a magical time. Perhaps you are like me, dreaming of all the things I could now do for my island. You wake up, get dressed, eat a nom, and then head out to start some well-intentioned construction work. No big. You've seen it done by hundreds of people on numerous social media platforms. What could go wrong? But then it dawns on you. You have no idea where to start. You're not even sure if designing's your thing. But don't worry, we're gonna do it together. You know an Artsy video series business when you get the coffee slurp intro. Hi. Hello friends and welcome back to the channel, but if you're new, hi, hello. I am Artsy over at The Artsy Gamer. I make art, I play games, and I encourage others to do the same. Welcome to a design series for Animal Crossing. I know, from me, shocker, but the kicker is that this is a design video for people who aren't really too big on designing in cozy games. I like to think of it as a design series for not so serious designing. It's basically for people who play Animal Crossing New Horizons, enjoy playing Animal Crossing New Horizons, but don't really want to get so heavily into design that they can't play the mechanics that they enjoy on their islands. We often see and celebrate content creators who do a lot of design in cozy games like Animal Crossing, Minecraft, Stardew Valley, Disney Dreamlight Valley, Dinkum, which is something that I also enjoy watching and celebrating, but it's just not my thing. But Artsy, you're probably not asking. Actually, you probably are asking. You have designed very immersive islands before. What are you talking about? And it's true, I have had some really cool designs back in the day. I made a pirate kid core that I was super proud of. I made a villainous volcano lair that I was incredibly proud of, but I don't play on those islands anymore. And that's kind of the big issue that I have, is that as much as I enjoy the reset and doing new saves on any game, I want to be able to play on my islands without feeling that I've lost the enjoyment of playing the game beyond design. If you are new, I did reset my second island and have created what I hope to be the start of a solar punk theme island that I plan to keep forever. And solar punk is such a cool genre in sci-fi because it's not about claiming or, morphing the environment on the basis of what humanity wants to see, but actually interacting with the environment that is cohabitating with what's already there. And I think for those who are not really interested in design but want to have a pretty island to play on, this is going to be the best canvas in order to do this design series. I'm going to be designing this island, and really I think it can be applied to any cozy game using the 3 C's of cozy game design. Yeah, sure, we're gonna do that. The 3 C's of cozy game design, which are cohesiveness, consistency, and color. Each of the 3 C's will have videos and live streams that have the sketch layer component, followed by, setting the tone, like specific, items and color schemes that will help make it more cohesive and consistent, and then having the final touches. I really do want to normalize on really any social media platform that it's okay to share your works in progress, to not have things finished, to have a sketch layer, and to just really show how much you love the game. We're going to get started with the first C of cozy game design, cohesiveness, with my tried and true method, the box method. As I'm getting started, you can probably guess that this is a voiceover because I wasn't feeling much like explaining it in the moment, and I've already done the box method with my first 2024 island Lagom, my casual crossing island. And in fact, I think a lot of my casual crossing gameplay has really changed the way that I approach design in games, especially since I do love playing Animal Crossing for the sake of Animal Crossing and designing coming second. The way that I define cohesiveness is the seamless flow and blend of a design that creates a unified and enjoyable experience throughout. And the best way that I was able to create a unified experience is by doing a box method. I'm pretty sure that I'm not the first one to do this. I'm pretty sure that other people have done the same thing, especially with regards to grid work for, city core islands and the like. But the box method was truly revolutionary because a lot of the issues I had with designing an island was, what is the path that I want people to take with regards to navigating my island? The box method is a technique where you do as it states. You create a literal box, and it can be in any shape, a literal square, a diamond, triangle, really just any closed circuit that allows for you to navigate your island pretty quickly and rather well. I do take accessibility on my islands very seriously, and so I like to have most, if not all, of my island easily accessible for villagers, which requires a lot of inclines and bridges. Because I have done the box method before, I know that it's going to look very similar to what I did on Lagom, but I did change the shape and I tried to make it a little bit smaller because a good portion of this island is going to be on the first level. I was really interested in making it so that the first level was devoted solely to the villagers and the buildings that we have in Animal Crossing, and allowing for the upper levels to be more of a, ambiance, viewpoints, and the like. And so creating the box method was more about understanding where I was going to be placing certain buildings instead of really feeling beholden to the path itself. And that's something that I do want to say. Like, you are not beholden to this method. If you like having the box method but you don't like the path that way, you can simply just remove the paths but have the inclines and bridges there, and then have the paths veer off to wherever you want them to go. The whole purpose is to allow for you to navigate your island in a way that makes it so you don't get lost on your own island. If this is not working for you, or if this is not how your brain works, that's perfectly fine. I do know that I like treating things as a sketch layer to normalize not feeling like I have to have, boom, picture perfect, Instagram filter ready placements and builds, because I think I'm going to remove the magic for a moment. I know that we are always in awe by these quick progressions and speed builds where content creators and designers know exactly where they're going to be putting things, but that's because they've practiced beforehand and they wanted to see how it looked together before creating the final video. This is the sketch layer that you will not likely see with design. It's the same thing with creating art pieces, from comics to clay to embroidery. It's like, we don't often see the works in progress or the mistakes made because social media likes to have filtered perfection. What I do like about this method, and I've mentioned it before, is that it allows for you to plan your island with minimal effort. So by the end, where you've created your box, you know exactly where your inclines are going to go, where your bridges are going to be, perhaps where you want to place certain buildings, villager homes, your home, viewpoints, other builds, and it feels almost rather effortless. And I know that by the end of this video, it doesn't look like I did much, and it's true, I actually didn't do much. I finished this, I think, in 20 minutes. But it did set the stage of what's going to become a more immersive experience with the other two C's of cozy game design. I really do need to change that title. So if anyone has a better way to brand that, let me know in the comments, because I am having a hard time. Many reasons as to why I have the tendency to just hard reset all of these islands that I've worked on aside from the fact that I can't play Animal Crossing on it anymore, and the idea of flattening it or removing all of the items is so tedious, it removes that concept of perfectionism. It's like, well, I've done it. It's finished. What do I do now? And this sort of mechanic and this sort of design choice allows you to be inspired as you go. And it's one of the main reasons as to why I still love playing on Lagom, my casual crossing island. I am still finding new ways to be inspired to show off that island with different seasons, different months, and celebrating birthdays and the like. And so even though this island is going to have a theme with solar punk, I'm still going to feature the characters and play the game the way that I like playing Animal Crossing. Now, for those who have gotten to 3 stars and have decided to, create beachfront property, flatten your entire island, remove all the waterscaping, I am very certain, I haven't done this, but I'm very certain that the reverse method is possible, to create a box with a path and then create terraforming and waterscaping around it. It requires a little bit more work and tinkering, especially since if you were going to be terraforming over certain pathing, that you just put the pathing on that next layer. But I do think it is possible to create, amazing pieces, especially when you have that blank canvas paralysis experience. That having the box method removes that fear that you can't do anything now that you flattened your island. As you know, villagers like to get into fights. They like to ask you for things when you're working. I don't understand. I really don't understand. It drove me bananas, but for Bo, I would do literally anything for that man, and for Shep giving me a free thing, that's fine. But ultimately, I think after I had finished the box method, I felt like I had accomplished the starting point and foundations for my island, especially since just designing from zero, from ground up, I don't know if that's the term, but it's the term now, and having something tangible and concrete means that I can do more with it instead of feeling like I have to just create something from nothing. And I may remove the dirt pathing, I don't know. I haven't decided whether or not I'm actually going to do custom code pathing on this island or not, but it was a really great start. I did notice towards the end of my box method creation that a good portion of the box was on one specific level, the ground level, and I did want to make navigating the island very interesting and make the majority, if not all, of the island accessible to my villagers to walk. Because of how boring it felt, I did start having like light bulb moments of how to make it interesting, like sunken pathing or adding a little bit of terraforming here and there, maybe some waterscaping to make the path interesting. So again, you're not beholden to the original placement of the box method. It's more just there for you to plan around it, through it, by it, for it, whatever. As stated, this is a very basic design series. I know that a lot of you have been playing Animal Crossing for as long as Animal Crossing New Horizons has been out, since 2020, but I do want to normalize being able to design an island without worrying about making it the most immersive experience possible, but still having a pretty island. Do you want to see this in other games like Dinkum or Stardew Valley? I feel like those 2 games would be really great in creating like cohesive farms, for example, or consistent farms, or maybe, I don't know if we can do something with color in Stardew Valley, but it can absolutely be applied into Dinkum. But I think that's all we're going to have for today's video. So I'm going to leave you with the sentiments that I leave in every live stream and video, that I hope you are kind to yourself, that you are kind to others, and that you make art and play games and encourage others to do the same. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.